So if you are researching Tulsa, and you're thinking about making that move, it doesn't matter if it's 9 days, 90 days, 9 months. It doesn't matter if you're not sure or not. Some people, honestly, my clients are like, well, we almost didn't call you. We thought you were too busy, or we didn't want to bother you. I make these YouTube videos specifically for you. Like, I want you to call me, I want you to reach out and talk to me. So please, that's why I make these videos. So it doesn't matter, 9 days, 90 days, 9 months, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, we can jump on a Zoom call and help you make that seamless move to the Tulsa area. Whether that be Tulsa, whether that be one of our surrounding suburbs, or whether it is one of our rural small towns. So you're thinking about relocating and you've discovered Tulsa, but you really want that small town feel. Well, if you are researching, looking at the Tulsa area to relocate to, then you're probably not going to find a lot of information on our smaller towns. But Tulsa is so unique because of everything it has to offer. You come to Tulsa, you are going to be totally surprised. But if you don't want that city feel and you want that small town country feel, there are so many small towns right outside of Tulsa, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes out, where you're going to get a whole different culture and vibe, but there's not a lot out there that you can find to even know what they are or where to start looking. So what we're going to start doing is showcasing smaller towns, some small rural towns that are, very close proximity to Tulsa. That way you've got that country feel, you've got the amenities, used to hospitals, you're close to shopping, you're close to restaurants, but you have that, small town feeling. So our first town today, I didn't finish my thought, but what we're going to do is, I don't know if it's going to be every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, just depends on my recording schedule, but I'm going to showcase small towns around the Tulsa area. So we're starting out at Kiefer, and I'm in front of the school because a lot of reasons that people like small towns is they like that small school. So in Oklahoma, what you're going to find is our top ranked schools are going to be your main Tulsa suburbs. So you've got Jenks Public Schools, which is the number 1 ranked school in Oklahoma. You've got Bixby, which is the number 10 ranked school in Oklahoma. Owasso is number 11, and Broken Arrow is like 58 or something. That's according to niche.com, and there's several different ranking sites, and you can go to the state website too, and schools are ranked on all different things, but according to niche.com are your rankings. Then you've got smaller schools like this. This is Kiefer, and full disclosure, I used to teach here. I used to be an assistant principal, a high school principal, and assistant superintendent here. So I definitely have a bias and inside scoop to this small town. So Kiefer is 2,200 people. That is the population. And I'm in front of the school today. I'm in front of the upper elementary school. And so Kiefer, when I started, which, was that 15, 20 years ago? It's been a long time. My first year as a high school principal, the school had like 550 kids district-wide. We're talking about like 30 in the graduating class. Like, it is a small rural school. Now they're up to like 1,000, a little over 1,000 actually. You have a bigger graduating class. And so in football in Oklahoma, school districts go by classes, and so you can be a class in football and then you can be a class in everything, like in other sports. In football, they're class 2A, and actually they are undefeated, and they just won the second round of the championship, so hopefully they're heading for state. They have a chance at it, so that's a big deal. You have your Friday night lights here in the small towns. I mean, that is one of the things about small towns is they're the life of your rural communities. Everyone goes to the football games. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to drive you by. Oh yeah, you can't see that. So I'm going to drive you by. There's the football field. I'm going to get you a lot better shots. There's a neighborhood behind me too, Maple Ridge. The kids can just walk to school. They'd have to ride the bus to the elementary probably, because we've got 151st Street over here, which is a pretty busy street. So you wouldn't want them like riding their bike down that area. But you've got small neighborhoods. Again, the population is only, 2,200. That was the 2020 census. The 2020 census. Why can't I say that word? It's grown like less than 1%, so there's not a lot of growth here. What happens is a lot of times, Kiefer does take transfers. The laws are different on transfers, depending on space and availability, but there are some opportunities from that. So we do have people from all different school systems wanting to come to Kiefer for that small town feel for their kids to go to the school. But what you have is you have a lot of people that grew up in Kiefer, but they left, went to college, came back, raised their family. So you have generations and generations. And so that's what you usually find, when you're in these small little rural towns, is there are families that just stay and stay and stay, just keep being involved and doing the same thing. You've got a lot of community involvement. People want to come to the games on Friday night. In the video, I'm going to talk about the school because that is a big reason, like I said, that a lot of people want to be here, want to move here. I'm also going to show you housing. I go over pros and cons. I'm going to take you on a driving tour so you can see, like, the downtown area of Kiefer isn't so appealing. It doesn't look very charming. It looks like a rural small town. And I'm going to show you parts of Kiefer that are insanely gorgeous. I'm going to show you how close you are to Tulsa. I'm going to show you the school. So we're going to hit all that in the video, and we're going to talk about housing. I am in front of the high school right now. Okay, so in this campus, we've got the high school, then we've got the 7th and 8th grade middle school, then we've got the upper elementary, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Well, what they're doing is they passed a bond, and they are renovating the old high school. Now, the old high school was built, I'll have to ask my husband like the exact day. I can't believe I don't remember that. I used to know that. So the old high school was built, I want to say before statehood, but that might not be right. So it is a beautiful building that got let go. But to build that building now with construction costs and with the quality and with everything, be like over $20 million. But to get in there and refurbish it, it's vastly, vastly, vastly less expensive. So they're going to have this gorgeous building. And like when you enter, they were able to save the marble steps. And when you enter, it's got marble steps. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But they're going to move the 4th, 5th, and 6th graders there. So that will free up classroom space to move the 7th and 8th grade and give more room to the high school because the district is growing. It grows every year. And people like it because we're so close to Tulsa. I can get to Highway 75 in 4 minutes. I can get to Tulsa Hills in 10 minutes. Downtown Tulsa in like 15 to 18 minutes. So you have that rural lifestyle, and you've got a hospital 5 minutes away. You've got shopping. Glenpool, Walmart, you can get there in like 6-7 minutes. So you've got shopping, Target, 10 minutes away. I'm going to show you the football field. And if you like seeing this kind of stuff, I really would like to know if you could hit a thumbs up right now if this information is helpful, if this is some of the stuff that you like to see. That just helps me know what I need to do more of or what do I need to do less of. And if you comment even more, that helps me a lot. Here, I'll show you guys something too. And of course, I know more about Kiefer than I'm going to know about the other small towns, but that's another thing. Since I was an administrator here, I have a lot of administrator friends in the smaller schools because we played them in basketball, we played them in football, we had the band and 4-H competitions. Here is our football field, and it's turf. So that was a big deal, and it was a private donation. A lot of people, a lot of community involvement. It's an oil town. So there are a lot of donors that give to the school. Here is the football field. Let me see if I can make that bigger. What happens sometimes when I make things bigger, then my video stops recording and I've been talking forever and then I lose everything. So yeah, that's the visitor side. And so the kids, you've got the Little League that practices here. Kids will practice, parents will walk around this track. Our cross-country team is super good. Our band, and that's another thing about being in a small school district, and one of my favorite things that I see is you've got the kids that are playing football, they're cheerleading, And then it's halftime and they perform, and they're performing with the band. So you've got your football players. Doesn't happen as much now. You've got your football players, you have your cheerleaders. They started a dance team, and when they get out there and, play in the band, I love that too. The thing about a small school is you can do many things. We've got a great ag program. The kids do so much with ag. They're building a new ag building over there. I mean, there's so much going on. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Let me turn around. Yep, small business supports the community. So there's me and Jamie, one of my real estate partners. What small towns are about. You donate to the school. So over here behind me, I don't know if you can zoom in on that. Let's see. We've got the baseball fields and the softball fields. Girls did fantastic in softball this year. Got to state. The girls did fantastic this year. They got to state. They could do not an event center, but they're building over here like an all-purpose facility. There's the neighborhood. There's Maple Ridge, and so I'll show you some houses in Maple Ridge. Got the student section, flags. You've got the event center over here, which is really nice. But I'm showing you so much of the school because it's the heart of the town. And wait until you see Kiefer. It's gorgeous. There are some gorgeous houses. Problem is, well, I'll wait and tell you what one of the problems is when we get in front of the houses. I just want to kind of show you the event center too. Got the weight room. We're getting ready to pass the weight room. And the ag building. I want to try to show you that. But this is what the small towns in Oklahoma are like. Now there's some that have a totally different vibe. I'm not going to showcase those towns. I'm going to showcase the cute little towns, cute little small towns that have, that tight-knit vibe. Oh, see, looky here. They were welcoming the Kiefer alumni. They get together all the time, or just doing things like that. There was a Kiefer alumni banquet, and so they support the kids. This is the back of the event center. There's the ag building. It's through the back right there. This is how small it is. You got your seniors right there. Cute little small town atmosphere. Okay, I didn't show you the elementary, and I didn't show you where the new upper elementary is going to be. I think that's still out another year. They were doing a little garden, but it's November. It's like early mid-November, so it was really cold this morning. I'm fine right now in my sweater. It will probably get super cold again in the next week or so. We had gorgeous weather a couple days ago, so our weather is kind of all over the place, but it's a nice, beautiful day outside. And I don't remember if I said this, but niche.com has a school ranked as a B school, and that's mainly because of like the clubs and activities. So that's one thing about the small rural schools is you don't have as much access to something like the 6A schools like Jinx or Bixby, Owasso, Broken Arrow can offer. You're not going to have the Latin club. You might not have like acapella or choir, the different types of things. You're going to have, they have the National Honor Society here. They have, the main sports programs, but they have band, they have robotics, but still not as much as the other schools can offer. You don't have as many electives as the other schools can offer. So that is something to think about when you're considering relocating. And the thing about Oklahoma, too, is there are great private schools. We've got great Christian private schools like Metro Christian, Victory Christian, Lincoln Christian. You have Catholic private schools that are highly ranked too. Holland Hall, Cassia Hall, Bishop Kelly, Montecasino. And then there is actually a growing homeschool network. A lot of people are choosing to homeschool the kids now. And one of my clients from California did so much research into that, and she's offered to share it to anybody that wants it. but there's different homeschool curriculum and homeschool resources, so Oklahoma supports that too. So lots of options as far as school stuff goes. My husband's driving me around today. Let's see if he'll say hi. Hi, baby. Can you say hi?
Hello.
This is the neighborhood. This is Maplewood. This is the neighborhood that is right outside of the upper elementary school that I tried to show you when I was out in front of the school. These houses were built between 2004 and 2007 for the most part. You have a couple that were built, like 2013, 2010. So you're in that range, and this neighborhood was really one of the bigger growth factors for the school district. So they widened 151st Street, and when they did that, subdivisions started coming into Kiefer more. And actually, it was a couple of the oil men who, wanted a neighborhood. They wanted the school to grow. They wanted to bring people in. And so they started this development, and Kiefer, really has grown since then. The actual town is only about 2.3 square miles, very small. It's got one intersection. The school district encompasses about a little over 13 square miles. So in the school district, we have areas of Sapulpa, areas of Mounds. In the school district, we have areas of Sapulpa and areas of Mounds that are in Kiefer School District. So houses are going to range, in this price range, you're going to be anywhere from probably around $275,000 to $350,000 in this price range. So your entry level housing. There is another neighborhood in Kiefer, where you're going to be in maybe the 200s to 250s. In Maple Ridge, you could expect to get a house like this. All right, let's check out our next area in Kiefer. This neighborhood is Ashlane Estates, and your homes are going to be, built from about 2013 till continuing, really 2013, 2018. They've had some homes, built in 2020. There's some lots available still in this area, but just a small little neighborhood. You're going to have about an acre, 2-acre lot. You're going to be priced in the price range at $700,000 to over $1 million, and you'd expect to get a house like this. Beautiful views. So you can expect to get a house like this, but right now there aren't any houses available for sale, and that's one of the things about Kiefer. One of the cons is it is a smaller town. You're not always going to have a big selection, or some might not be available. So housing, there are great housing options. You've got I want to take you through here. I know that you've seen the neighborhood from the video I shot driving. One thing that I can't really get great on video is our rolling hills. A lot of people think that it's flat, but once you're here, the videos don't do the justice of what's that word? I don't think it's topography that I'm looking for, but just the depth, maybe, of, the neighborhoods and of the hills. I'm going to try to get close up and show you a little bit. And we just missed, a few days ago, I was like, oh my goodness, this is beautiful fall weather. I was going to have my husband, drive me today and record videos for you showing the beautiful fall foliage. But a lot of it, the leaves are starting to drop and you can't see it as much anymore. But look at these. I don't know if you can see these hills. I'm going to put it up to 3. There you go. You see that? Rolling hills. And there is a little bit more color variation than you can see. But yeah, so you're surrounded by trees. They're in the neighborhood. You got a couple kids riding their scooters. But yeah, real quiet. Nice neighborhood. Walk around. You're gonna see deer and stuff. There's the entrance. Alright, we're gonna head to our next neighborhood. Now we're in Rockwood, and Rockwood is a small little neighborhood just made up of a few streets that are cul-de-sacs. They were built in, between 2008 and 2013. You're going to have over 1-acre lots. There's no HOA. You're minutes from Tulsa, you're minutes from shopping, minutes from the school, probably around 4 or 5 minutes from the school. Very quiet neighborhood. Tons of trees, lots of space. In Rockwood, you can expect to get a house like this. Houses here, you're gonna pay anywhere from $400,000 probably up to $750,000. Color does not show the color that it is, so the video is dull compared to what it actually looks like. You can see, the hills, all the trees. And to give you a little bit more information about Kiefer, like I said, the population is 2,200 from the 2020 census, and has grown a little bit from there. The median household income is $84,000, with 12% of the population being below the poverty line. We're here at the city park. There's lots of Little League games that are here. Let me show you this. You've got it's not active, but the oil pump, because like I said, Kiefer was, let me make that bigger. Bigger still, where is it? Okay, yeah, so Kiefer was, an oil town. So kids should never play on these. They're super dangerous, even when they're not moving. But they've got that painted red and white for Kiefer. Kiefer's school colors are red and white. But let's talk about the pros and the cons. Pros are it's a very welcoming town. So you come in, you're going to feel welcome. People are pretty good at making you feel at home. It's a tight-knit community. And so, like I said, there are families that have been here, for generations and generations. You're definitely going to get that small town feel. The kids can do multiple things. That's a pro. You do have affordable housing. You've got homes where you can get a little bit of land. Occasionally homes come up where you can get 5-10 acres. But again, I told you a few people own quite a bit of the land. I'm going to tell you the cons in a second. Okay, so up here you have City Hall, you have the post office, you have a county ambulance, and you've got the police station, and you've got the fire department, and the fire department also has another area on the other side of town, which isn't very far away. Okay, so the cons. So, for this small town, it has a medical marijuana store. That can be considered a con. And the thing about Oklahoma is that was legalized a couple years ago, and it has blown up here. So we do have a lot of medical marijuana stores, and so that that can be definitely a con. Con, as I said, a pro was that it's a tight-knit community. And a con can be that it's a tight-knit community. And because generations and generations, like I said, people are very welcoming. You know, you'll definitely make friends with people, but it's a little bit harder sometimes to break in. You know, they've had so many years of family bonding and growing up together, you know, to become like really good friends with people. You know, it takes a little bit longer. So sometimes people can feel that. So they like how welcoming it is, but it's also feel like it's hard to really get a close relationship with people sometimes because people are so close-knit. And it's a small town, so everybody knows everybody, which is good, but it can also be everybody knows everybody, so a lot of people know people's business. Of course, with Facebook, you know, you have that everywhere, but it is a small town, so you might know more than you want to know about people depending on who you talk to. I try to make it a point to stay away from all that, but it is what it is. And then the con is just the, you know, there's great housing options, but just that they're available less. So there are good housing options, but they are less available and there's not as many. So you're gonna have less housing options to choose from. Okay, so as I was recording today, we were driving around and I'm gonna show you the town. It'll probably be about 10 or 15 minutes. If you want to see that, sometimes I'm talking, sometimes I'm not, but I just want to show you all areas of the town, you know, pulling up on the maps. Hospital, so we're at 151st, right by Alt 75. So the hospital, there's one right here down 151st Street. You've got St. Francis Hospital right here. You've got the Glenpool Shopping Center right here. You've got access to Highway 75 right here. So you are close to everything. This video isn't finished. We're going to explore the town. I won't be talking as much, but you will get to see the town. If you're thinking about making that move to Tulsa, Oklahoma, any of the surrounding suburbs, a small town like Kiefer, you know, reach out to me, talk to somebody on my team. If this video has been helpful, please give it a like. If you like the longer version, you know, please put it in the comments. If you like seeing the town and, you know, the little bit more that we're doing, please put it in the comments. We'd love to talk to you. We'd love to show you around town. So let's take a tour of what small town Kiefer America is like. So there's the bank, American Heritage. They donate to the school. This is Rondell. This is one of the, this was the first main neighborhood in Kiefer. So you've got your older housing, which would be, you know, entry level now. You're going to be